Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, Dave, what's up, bro? How's it going, man?
Oh shit. I think my headphone batteries need to be changed. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Yep, my headphones died.
Dude, fucking, it's raining so hard over here.
Is it?
I don't know, can you hear that stuff in the background? I was trying to fix my microphone. So,
Nah. Well,
okay, fine.
you know your computer drowns out like the background noise and shit, right?
Oh, does it? Well,
Yeah, yeah, dude.
because I'm using a separate mic. I'm not using the computer mic. But
Yeah,
my
I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's a little different then.
yeah, because I use this
What is that one?
the Blue Yeti. I mean the noise too.
Yo, you're lagging bad.
Am I really?
Yep, your words are repeating itself.
Shit. All right, let me let me try to fix this.
It might be your
Uh,
certain. How often do you have your own cable internet box?
yeah.
How often do you unplug it for a minute and plug it back in?
I
The
haven't done
power
it for a
to it.
while. I think the last, the last time I did it was the last time we had issues with the connectivity.
So you
So
know you're
maybe like a
supposed.
week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so I do mine once a week, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Gotcha. You just unplug it for like a minute or like a
A
couple minutes, I
minute.
guess.
Yep, and then plug it right back in.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, is my voice better? Or is it still kind of choppy?
It's still periodically doing that.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I could run a speed test. Let's see. See what's going on with this. I think it might be because of the rain. Whenever it rains here, dude, the internet connection gets
That's what I
super
was gonna
shoddy.
say. It's probably the weather too.
Yeah, because it doesn't rain here too often, and it's raining pretty hard today. And actually, my connectivity issue is pretty high. It says ping 5. My download speed is 178 megabytes per second. Let's see my upload speed. Okay, upload speed is pretty low.
What's it normally?
Well, it's not 10. It's definitely a lot higher.
Who's caught?
I don't know what it is really, but
You don't have Verizon out there like fiber.
not in my area. In my area, we just have AT&T, and then Cox is the cable version of
The
it.
incumbent.
That's
Yeah, I
what I
got
use.
it.
Yeah, it sucks.
Gotcha.
We'll see. If we still have issues, we'll just I'll try to reset it. If not, well, how's my voice now? Is it all right?
No, you sound good. I'm just that's like periodically it like triples your your words.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Ivan said that I think Shawn was lagging only when he touched his mic. There are no issues now. Okay, perfect. It might have just been the mic because I think this USB might be loose or there's something on this Blue Yeti. Like whenever I touch the cable,
Oh, okay.
it
Okay.
it kind of lagged. All right, cool. So it looks like we're good, guys. So yeah, I'm looking at US 30. Where's that? Let me check that chart. So you're looking for a sell, right? Or you have sell liquidity below. Let me mark it on my chart.
Well, we purged equal highs already. So now I wait.
Your sell liquidity is at 31.8.
Here, let me send you an updated chart.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just
We
want to mark it
pur-
up on my chart to see that sell liquidity in case we take that sell.
we purged that already. You'll see in my chart just sent. I'm already in an EU buy. I'm 20 pips up already.
What happened to the GU sell? Let me see.
I closed out for 2 grand already.
Oh shit! Yeah, that thing's coming up.
Yeah, I'm already out, way out, and that's why I'm in an EU buy. You have to read the market.
Yeah, I know.
Take what it gives you.
Let's see. US 30 might look like it's a buy. Let me send this link out real quick. I just forgot I didn't send it out.
Yeah, I'm not ready to sell yet. Obviously you could have bought already. But now I'm just waiting.
Gosh, I'm gonna yeah, I'll take a look at it later to see what I should do, if I should enter that trade or not. But we'll take a look. I mean, the Forex market in general is trash today, dude. It sucks.
Yeah, man.
Seems like everyone's been you know,
A lot of people getting smoked, man. If you don't know what you're doing.
yeah, exactly. I saw the public chat, what's his name? Hannah Midas over here. I was like, market is trash. It's been very choppy, slow, so like trading nightmare. So I was like, yeah, I was like, truth, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why we're taking it easy on Forex. A lot of people don't realize that, the Forex market isn't always going to be perfect. So that's why we're more focused on these scalps right now, because the
Yeah, intraday trades right now, especially like if you're not really, fully aware of what's going on.
yeah, exactly. Especially with the news. Like,
Yeah.
I did see you guys talking about the stimulus supposed to get passed today.
Yeah, they say that shit just to hype up the market, bro.
Yeah, they really do. It's for people to pay attention, and then nothing
Right,
happens.
exactly.
So we'll see. Send us real quick.
We're in my 15-minute order block area, so we'll see what happens around here.
Yeah, this would have been a nice scalp, but I'm not taking it because obviously market open.
Yep.
I'll just mark it up right here to see how it plays out.
I'm getting a small retracement on EU right now. It already liquidated some equal highs, so I was expecting it to hit another higher order block, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. I'm gonna be a little more cautious again today.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the market's just getting worse as the week goes on. Usually it gets better, but for this week, it seems to just get choppier and choppier.
Well, I mean, right. So right now we have a current high of what, around like 32, like 160.
Yeah,
You already know what the next QP is.
exactly. Damn, it's about to hit TP off that scalp. I wish I took it.
I mean, because now we have equal highs above the all-time highs.
And there we go, full TP. What a good scalp it would have been.
All right, so we have equal highs above the all-time highs.
Yeah,
It's gonna wipe those out, bro.
Yeah, get the Zoom link out real quick.
You want me to send it to you?
Sure. Yeah, send it over to
I'm
me.
looking at.
Take a look at it. See what's good.
Look at this thing, it's fucking screaming. Oh my God.
And that thing shot up heavy.
Check it out.
David sent me his charts. Let's see what he's looking at. Yep, that thing broke right through your overblocks, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're very useful, but you have to know how and when to use them and tie them in with more analysis.
Yeah, you can't just go off this order
You
block.
can't just find an order block and think, oh yeah, I can sell there. It's more than that.
It's funny because I'm just thinking of someone that trades like that.
It's a lot more than that, bro.
Oh,
I keep them marked up for reference to watch around that area.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm gonna start drawing these 1 minute zones. It seems like I was looking at them. They're kind of all right if you match them up with a 10 minute. That's just 1 minute.
Yeah. I liked the little the 1-8 thing. It looked real nice to me yesterday.
Yeah, the thing is when you use those like unusual time frames, you get different entries because like obviously when everyone's trading on the same time frame, that's where you get a lot of manipulation because everyone's looking at that. But if you look on a different time frame that nobody's looking at, it makes there you go. Let me see where you are, David. I got to make you a host. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Let me make you a host, David, so you don't get muted. And there's probably people in the room now. I'm trying to find you. Oh, there we go. All right, make co-host. There you go, David. So you can unmute yourself. I muted everyone here, but you should be able to.
I'm gonna
There you go.
I'm gonna be
Sorry, David, you got muted again. There's a lot of people joining right now.
I'm gonna let, since you just opened, I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'll help you let people in the room, etc.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. Let me check this real quick. Yeah, let me check the chat too here, and then let's kick off this trading day. Yeah, these are crazy markets. Big spike right there from market open, up 1,200 pips. All right, let me check the chat. Hey, what's up, Peter? Morning, Peter. Morning, Linduela. Morning, Emmanuel. Morning, John. Morning, Ivan. Morning, Kushi. Morning, Alakin. Morning, Hamizan. Morning, Patricia. Morning, Kyle. Morning, Matt. Morning, Iglet. Morning, Renko. Morning, Life Plus. Morning, Marcus. Morning, everybody. So hopefully you had a great trading week so far. I've had a pretty decent trading week. I've just been trading US 30, guys, and I've been, calling these Forex trades, but it's just been market's just been all over the place. It's hard to trade Forex right now, especially intraday. I've seen a lot of you guys trade Forex on the scalp, and it's been working perfectly fine for you guys. So what I do recommend right now is this is a scalping market, guys. It just keeps bouncing back and forth. If you look at any of the Forex pairs here, there hasn't really been too much movement, right? Especially with the USD pairs. This is way too choppy. And the reason for this is because of the stimulus hype that's going around, right? The stimulus is supposed to come out soon. There's no other overall news that's happening this week. I mean, it's a very light news week. It's just, there's a lot of speculation going on due to the stimulus, and there's just a lot of stuff going on with COVID and whatnot. So I think for now, guys, I think intraday trading it's going to be a little difficult because this thing just keeps bouncing back and forth. Like if you look at the market from when market opened here on the the 7th, you can see the range from the 7th up until today. It's only been ranging like so far, not really that much, like as much as it normally does. Like it's not a smooth move. It's a push down, then reversal, then it's probably gonna reverse again this way and then back this way. It's just bouncing back and forth. So I think for these Forex pairs, that's why I've been very careful with the signals that I've been calling. Because even like other people in the group, I don't know if you guys saw like in the public group, what did Hannah Midas say? Hannah Midas said, market is trash this week, very choppy, slow as fuck, trading.
US 30.
Oh, what'd you say?
Look at US 30.
Damn, look at that, bro. Man, this is crazy. I wish I took that scalp, man. That's crazy.
You need to wake up earlier, man. Stop slacking.
I know. I got to start waking up like at 4 because we have some pretty good scalps like right before market open.
Let's see. How many months has it since I've been telling you that New York Chesson is trash?
It's been like maybe a year now. And dude, it's pouring outside. I haven't seen it rain like this. Ah, dude, I put my dog bed out on my patio. The rain's just pouring on it. I was gonna turn my camera over, but I can't. But yeah, that thing is pouring.
And I'm waiting for this purge again.
Yeah, I'm looking for another entry. I'm waiting for it to come back down.
Yeah, those equal highs.
And I'm looking for.
That's all I'm waiting for now. Waiting for the equal highs to get licked, and then wait for my confirmation to sell.
Yeah, and we'll see. I'm just gonna wait, and I mean it's gonna have to pull back eventually. On this next candle, it might retrace all the way back down. Like it might come up here and then come back down. I've seen a couple people in the group. They've been trading pretty crazy. Like, well, not crazy, but they've been taking some really risky moves. Like they started to notice how I mentioned that the market, price is manipulated on candle open, and what they do is when they see this wick come down, they just sell from the top, and then they try to catch it down. But dude,
Absolutely. Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't come down; it just keeps pushing up.
Right. Right.
So I've seen a couple of people do that, and that's a
That's
very
risky,
that's
man.
you're basically gambling at that point.
You're
Yeah,
better off being patient and waiting for a setup.
yeah. I mean, it works sometimes, and power to whoever does do that, because I can't do that. That's too stressful for me. I would be pull my hair
Yeah.
out.
It
Especially,
works until it doesn't work, and and it reverses
exactly.
2,000 pips on you.
That's horrible, man. It's crazy. Let's see who else is here. Morning, prison. Morning, C Soup. Morning, everybody. So yeah, guys. Like I was mentioning earlier, the forex market is not that great, right? I mean, the forex market probably for scalping is fine, but the intraday market is not. It's not the best. It's just been bouncing around. I've been looking for trades, and like everything that I marked up, they just end up reversing like the next day. So like even with like David's analysis earlier, with GU, like we all thought GU was going to be strong. Well, I mean, it might be like once the stimulus comes out, it'll probably um, have a spike in that direction temporarily. But I don't know. GU's especially been erratic. Like from right here, from March 7th, it kind of just went sideways for a long time. It pushed up, came back down. Let's see. It pushed up, dropped about like 80 pips, and then it shot right back up 100 pips. So we'll and we'll have to
Yeah,
wait.
I caught the move down 200 pips combined
Yeah, that was
this
crazy.
morning.
This is from yesterday too, the one that we marked up. I'm gonna leave it up here because I want to see if it actually, because it could might as well come down and just
Well, you
matter of time.
got this right here.
What's up, T got morning? All right, let's look at US 30. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm gonna look through the indices real quick and see what else you guys caught here. William over here, this dude was killing it. Let's see, he sent me a message this morning. He said he said made 63 euros off from free money. Love this strategy. So like William over here actually took advantage of all the indices. Like how I go over all the indices in the morning. This dude actually traded every single indice. He traded it I don't even know what the SPI 200 is.
Oh my God.
David, do you know what that is? I've never seen that.
No.
I don't even know what that is.
That might be the Spain index.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because he made like 63 euros right here. He traded the SPI 200, the DAX 30, the FTSE, which is UK 100, Nasdaq 100, S&P 500, the actual Nasdaq 100, the Dow 30, DAX 30, China 50. Like I've never seen anyone trade the China 50, and Williams trading like literally everything that I covered, and this dude just locking in profits like back to back. So yeah, props to you, William. I'm not sure if you're in this live session, but great work, because like even myself, I don't look at all these pairs, but you trade like every single indice, and you can see this is like his live account because he has he has his credit and his deposit and whatever. So he literally deposited like 0.23 euros and he flipped that to 63 euros within a day, just scalping all the indices. So I'm gonna go down the indices list and I'm gonna see what entries were available.
Here we go.
And we'll see. Yeah, let's go back to US 30 real quick. Yeah, look at that bullish move, dude. It's breaking that resistance. Or we'll see.
250.
Did you hear that? Oh, this is the heaviest rain I've ever seen in California in a long time. I don't know. Did you hear that, David, in the background?
No, I can't hear
It sounds like a freaking washer, dude. Like a washer just like whooshing water around. Because like outside my window is like a huge pool, so like all the water is just tumbling on it. Yeah. All right, whatever. Back to these trades. I'm just amazed because it never rains here, so it's like, well, for you it snows. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Is it still snowing out there?
No, man, it's good. We had a nice day yesterday. My kids were outside playing.
Nice. Yeah, let me just. Dude, I haven't been here at my new location from like when it started raining, so I'm wondering because on the bottom floor, there's a lot of exotics down there, and I wonder if it floods down there, like the bottom floor of the garage. That's crazy if it does flood. I'm sure it wouldn't though, not in a complex like this. Yeah.
You keep yours on the roof?
Yeah, I park like on the higher, not on the roof, but on the higher floors, like the covered roof, the covered floor below the roof. So I'm pretty high up.
Work.
My yeah, I was trying to, I don't know how to like, whatever. I was gonna record, dude. It's like a freaking like because there's a vent like what's it called?
No, I can hear it now.
You can hear it now. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
thing is
It sounds.
pouring.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It looks like it's flooding from my roof because a little vent thing where the water comes out is like pouring down from the next floor, and this thing is like it's crazy. Damn, yeah, I don't know. All right, whatever. I'm gonna not focus on that rain and draw these zones real quick. We look at US 30. Damn, so I wonder if this will break it. I think. You think if it breaks, it'll continue up higher? Wait, it's all-time high. Damn, it broke the all-time high, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. It might as well go hit the next quarter point now.
That's crazy.
It's gonna hit QP. It's gonna hit 250. You
I just
already know that.
realized, yeah, because I drew the zone here, but I didn't realize this was the all-time high. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna hit 250 now.
the hell's going on in the market?
Come on, you already know, bro.
Wow, look at that.
You know what's funny is the administration, right? They would, when Trump was in office, right? They would say, well, the stock market is not indicative of the economy, right? But what are they doing? Same thing.
Exactly, same thing. It's the same thing, dude. Like the market didn't rise because of Trump. It rose because they wanted it to rise. And they use that as reasoning. But here we are with Biden, where the market's supposed to crash. This shit is not crashing.
Exactly, right?
Dude, this is such a artificial,
Heavy,
bro.
heavy, heavy manipulation.
It's so artificial. I just wonder. I'm curious to see like what happens. Like a year from now, maybe even a couple months from now.
I'll tell you. You already know. I'll tell you. CT will tell you.
Yeah, man, we're gonna see that
So
crash.
we're gonna have. What's crazy is the crash and the correction is going to be bigger than the COVID one,
I can see that, dude.
and it's
100%.
going to be faster.
Yeah, that crash for COVID was it was actually really slow, dude. It was easy to make money when the market was crashing. You just short down 30. Like every time.
This next correction is going to be fast and wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. This world we live in, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. The market can crash all at once. I'm just gonna short the Dow 30. It can go up, it can crash if it wants. It can do whatever it wants, because we'll take it either way. But man, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't have any like long-term investments. I cashed out my 401k. I'm just trading now actively.
Yeah, I have some accounts that I'm trying to take all my money out of because I know it's going to crash.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Yeah, I literally cashed all my. I gotta pay a big fee for cashing out early, but I would have lost the money anyways if I just left it. Like if I left my money in there during that crash during COVID, man, would have wiped out my freaking account.
For the year, my retirement account, I did 49% gain
Damn. From this year or last year?
for the year
From 2020?
for 2020.
Oh, because you just left it there and it came right back up.
I put it all in US 30 and S&P.
Okay, dude, nice.
Yeah, I'm 49%, dude, for the year.
Jeez. I wanted to do that with mine too. I was just gonna put it all in there and then just let it like bounce back up, like just by the dip basically. But then it just became more and more uncertain when stuff started closing down. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna risk this. I closed it all. I closed all my stuff out like in March before the actual like big crash happened. And then like mid-March, that's when it started dropping heavy.
Yeah, I did it right after the crash. I switched everything to CNS. For me, it's CNS.
I was at the index that you guys follow.
Yeah. So it's Dow and S&P. That's all. That's the only stocks I have my money in.
Nice. Yeah, me personally, I'm just gonna actively trade it. Like I always hear people talk about, buying more. Oh, this is probably the worst time to buy because it's at all-time high. But we'll see. I'm just curious to see how the market reacts to everything.
Man, it's eventually going to come crashing down hard, man. There's nothing backing anything that's happening right now. It's all fantasy economics, man.
I agree, dude. 100%. 100%. Let's go back to US 30. Oh, look at that wick. Looks like it's gonna fail to break. 10 seconds left on this candle. You think it could drop after this? Let's see where the sentiment's at.
Oh no, there's no confirmation yet.
US 30 sentiment. It's where everyone's trading. I think everyone's shorting it right now. I could already feel it.
Yeah, there's no confirmation, and plus this bullish move right here, left imbalance in the market. So
Let's see
I
where everyone's trading.
we need to wait. We need to
Yeah,
wait.
I'm gonna wait. 72% of people are short. I could see this bouncing even higher since it's at the all-time high. Or you know what? I think I should have checked it before it pushed up because I feel like there was more people short and then they ended up being wiped out. Probably like 75% of people short. And then when it shot up right here, it probably wiped everybody out that was in this area.
Next QP is 250.
250. All right. All right. We'll see where that plays out. Let me keep scrolling down real quick and see. Transporting. DAX.
You know
30.
something funny? This is almost exactly what played out yesterday.
Yeah, right. It got to the all-time high, and then it's just a matter of time until it dumped.
Yeah, it's almost exact.
It's been doing the same thing since Monday, actually. It did the same thing on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole week's been the same. So I think we're better off just holding off and just watching it and then waiting for that dump and just catching that drop.
And this time when I say sell, listen.
When you say sell, I'm gonna drop a 10 lot.
Do it. I hit 9K yesterday off my trade.
I saw it,
I was
dude.
hoping for my first 10K day. But I closed once once I hit my target.
Yep. Yep. On point. I'm gonna start pulling up these 1-minute zones for like areas where there's no 10-minute zones. I'm just gonna color a different color. There we go. This 10-minute. Damn. So there's another entry right there. Oh, that was on the market open, so that's fine. Let's go back to, say, man, it looks like the indices market has been pretty choppy too, especially during London session. Looks like it's choppy during London session, then it picks back up during the US or
Yeah,
smooths down.
it's been everything, man.
Yeah, it looks like literally everything's being affected.
Look at all those ranges.
Yeah, dude. Normally we don't have like bad zones. Well, not bad zones, but the zones usually don't cross over like this. They're usually pretty separated.
I mean, look at this. Look at these. Oh fuck. Can't draw.
Oh, I can see. Yeah, you're drawing around here, right?
Let me change the color. All right, look at this fantasy trend line. And then look at this equal highs. Boom. Liquidated.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's a huge range right here.
Exactly.
Like it's like, yeah, it's starting to taper up, but then it's still range.
These people who believe in trend lines, they're gonna get smashed the next time it comes down.
Yeah, because this thing just keeps bouncing. Like people have the trend line down, it breaks it. Have the trend line up, it breaks it. Trend line down, and every time they try to draw a trend line, it just breaks it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's like no point in really yeah, like right there, trend line broke it. Oh, you want to switch your trend line? It broke it. Oh, you want to
Yep.
switch your trend line back? It broke it again. It's crazy. Yeah, it's not really a trending market right now. It's not a time to catch these long-term trends. Kind of got to trade both ways. That's why like the scalps work best right now. Let's see. There was an entry here for the NSA, but these are market open, so I wouldn't have taken those. UK 100. Let's see. All right.
Now we've gone flat.
Yeah. Yep. There's US 30. It's just gonna. I think it'll move. It'll just keep testing the structure for a bit. Let's go sideways until until it determines a direction. Let's see if there's anything else here. I'm still looking for that daily entry too. So we have a buy signal here. I guess the daily entry would be a sell if we get one. So I'll keep following it. See where it goes from there. Dude, this weather is so weird. Stop raining. Now it's bright and sunny. It's California. All right, let me get this going right here. There.
You start looking at places in Miami yet, or what?
I was looking at one of the guys, this guy AJ in our group, or he was in our group before he started like his own thing. He lives in this area called Brickell. Have you heard of Brickell?
No.
It's like the downtown area, I guess, or like where all the high rises are, where most of them are. And he was saying that that's probably the place to look. So I've been looking around that area, possibly, but I don't know. I'll see. Like it seems like a good idea to move out there, but then I got to move all my, well, not really move all my stuff, but then I got to drive out there to get my car out there. And then it's just so far, going cross country. So I don't know. I'd like to, or I might just go there and I was thinking about just traveling and trading and traveling for a bit. Cause I literally don't have to be anywhere. I can move around. I can just travel like to each city for a couple months.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah, just travel around like every couple months and then just
We should do like a 2-week villa in like Bali or something.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like travel. Well, yeah, once COVID is, allows us to travel, I'm gonna have to go visit you over there in Italy, bro.
Yes, sir.
And that's crazy. Can't believe you're gonna be out there, man. Living that life, that Lambo life.
In
Gonna
a
go
month, I'm gonna buy a Lambo from the motherland.
Yeah, dude. From the actual locale. Let's see this. Time is it 7 o'clock? Damn, look, it's starting to drop back down. Well, I don't know if this is gonna align with US 30. No, actually, it's just UK 100 or Nasdaq. Nasdaq is dumping right now. Off that 1 minute. Let's go back to the 10-minute. I guess it's not that big of a dump. It just looks big on the 1 minute. Go back to the US 30 right here.
And it's almost the exact same as yesterday. I'm looking at SPY. I'm looking at SPY and QQQ. Bro, same thing. They both gapped up on the open. They're both gonna mess around and then retrace. It's almost the same exact thing. I guess when I'm on here with the lives with you, it makes me more aware of what's going on.
Yeah, no, this definitely helps me. That's why I like going on these live sessions because it makes me focus on the charts. Because like when I'm not on the live session, I'm kind of doing like a million things at once, answering all these like emails and shit like that. And this like has me focus on the charts so that we can catch like more trades. So yeah, this definitely helps. It helps me. I'm sure it helps everyone else too. Just following me and you, and just listening to us really. Because a lot of people don't even know what to look at, or they don't know what to focus on. But with these live sessions, they can kind of just listen to us and and see what we're focusing on. But anyways, let's see US 30. Let's see if it breaks that structure, dude. 45 seconds. If it breaks that structure, it's probably going to push up to your next QP. So you want to mark up the QP on here. 2250. That's a big push. 2250.
Yeah, that would be a big push. But the things that I look at is it's exactly like yesterday, which is so odd. Like the same exact measurements and everything.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. That's crazy. If this goes all the way up there from market open, it would have pushed up 3,000. I guess it's not that much because the other day it pushed down like 5,000 pips when it was like on Monday. I guess it's not that much. It is a lot though. Like from this drop here, dude, this is a big drop. From this drop to here, that was like 3,000 pips. All the way to the bottom was like 4,000 pips.
Yo, there's nothing stopping it from hitting the next big figure.
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh yeah, we'll see. This might break retest the all-time high and then shoot back up.
There's nothing stopping it from hitting 200 or 250.
Like looking at the market from from Monday to yesterday, look at the same pattern. It's the same exact thing.
Yep, same thing, dude.
Like market open, it shot up to the all-time high, and then as soon as we got to lunchtime, it has dropped. And then again, same yesterday, shot up to the all-time high, well, a new all-time high, and then it dropped. So it's the same situation here. It's just shot up to the a new all-time high, and then probably by lunchtime, 10, let's see, 10:30, right there.
You know, if you were to wake up an hour earlier, you could have been in the buy.
I know, man. Shit. Yeah, because I would have been in the scalp earlier. I would have been in the morning scalp. There's a couple out there this morning. I would have caught those scalps and I would have just held on to it.
Yep.
But it's the same pattern, dude. It's crazy. I'm just gonna be waiting for that sell then, because you know, right here it hit the all-time high, or it created a new all-time high. Like every day, it just created a new all-time high, and then it dropped. All-time high dropped, and even if you just catch that drop there, that's like, dude, it's 4,000 pips. It's a big move. It's not like a small move. So I'll just be waiting for that. We have this pushing up right here, and then we'll catch that drop as it comes back down. But I'm gonna have to hop on those Patricia scalps, on those 1 minute. Man, she was killing it yesterday, dude. I was jealous.
I wouldn't be surprised if she made 15 grand already.
Yeah, because she maintenance. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the scalp within the scalp, and I'm gonna go on those. Actually, I'm gonna do what Marcus and CT were doing. I'm gonna go draw my zones on these 1
There
minute.
it goes.
Is it still pushing? Yeah, and there's no zones here.
There's not going to be.
Oh yeah, because duh, it's in an all-time high. I forgot.
But I know where it's going.
Yeah, I can see it right here too. It's probably a zoned area. This is probably an established zone here.
It's going to a big figure, man. Big figure. There it is. Touched. Next QP is 250.
How far is it? And I'm like tempted to just hop in here and write that to the next QP 500 pips.
No, man, don't do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it. That's
You missed it. You missed it.
Yeah,
I missed it. I'm not interested in buys.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that sell. Can only push it so high, dude. Can only push it so high. Nice. Kenneth over here said took the 2 from London Open, missed the earlier big move. Time to go bigger. Nice, nice. So Kenneth over here locked in, or he locked in a nice hot streak right here, straight wins off the DAX, Bitcoin, the DJ. Damn, he increased his lot size. You can see his confidence growing up from here, Kenan. I'm sure you're here on the live stream, but your confidence grew heavily from last night. You went from a 0.07 to a 0.010 and then 0.30. Damn, nice work, bro. So great work, from everyone here in K2 who's killing it. Like everyone is just locking in these profits. Billy over here too. Nice. So Billy just sent, he said, I caught that this morning. So he woke up a little earlier. He caught 2,417 off the DJ this morning. He's catching those scalps. So nice work from Billy here. And guys, it's if you guys learn this strategy, you guys can all do this too. You guys literally don't have to wait for my signals. You guys can just trade this on your own right here. This is what Billy caught. He waited for the structure to break, and then he just rode that thing up heavy all the way to the top. So yeah, like what David was saying, if I woke up a few minutes earlier, I could have caught those too. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I'm glad that you guys did. So like just looking here on the saved messages, it's been a choppy week, guys. Not a great week so far for us overall, with regard to entering trades. But you guys here in K2 have been profiting regardless, of me calling signals or me taking trades on my own. Like here's the timestamp or the date stamp here from the 7th up until today. Mark locked in about 1,402. Trell over here locked in about a couple $100, 304. Jonathan too, and it's been great, man. Everyone here has just been on point with their trades. Even if I'm not calling signals, everyone is taking these trades on their own. Like Billy here, he's been on fire, dude. Billy locked in about a couple, was a little over 1,000 on the 8th, so that was like Monday. And then he just kept going. Like he showed me more profits here. He locked in about 1,200 yesterday on the 8th too. And then he has 2 accounts, so he's like killing it. And he's hitting the my US 30 strategy during Asia session. Like this is unheard of, guys. Like hitting this profit during Asia session is pretty crazy because he's on point with these scalps. So I mean, everyone here has been doing pretty well. Even though I haven't been calling that many signals because of the market conditions. Like David over here, when he took that sell the other day, was this David from the 9th? Yeah, yesterday. Dude locked in freaking 7,000 right here. He took the Dow for a sell, and it's the same thing that we were looking at here, guys. So if you guys have been looking at our charts here, we're basically identifying when price comes up. We just wait for that sell. So David waits for the high to hit, and then he catches the sell as it drops back down. So he's been on point, and that's what we're waiting for here. Like we're not trying to attempt any buys here. We're just trying to wait for it to hit a certain point, and then we're going to catch that sell down. Because if you've done that from Monday, Tuesday up until today, I mean, David has been locking in some profits off that, heavy profits. And Ivan over here too. Ivan locked in a couple $100. Gerald over here locked in a couple $100. William, like I mentioned earlier, he was scalping all the indices and make profit. Ken over here, he locked in a couple $100 right there as well. And then Billy, just this morning, he got those big moves for 2,417 for those buys. So he caught this buy down here. You can see the rejection off this point. He was using the K2SR strategy. He caught the break in structure right here, and then he just wrote it up from here all the way up to there. So he made about 1,200 pips off those 2 profits right there. Tam over here too. And I don't know if Tam's over here on vacation. She's always on vacation. She locked in 211 off that. So she took those buys off US 30 as well. So these are the same trades that Billy took. The buys for US 30 there. She also made some profit off gold. So you guys can see here, she took 3 buys off that US 30, and it lines up with Billy's here too. He took 4 buys right here, but same difference, So nice work, guys, for everyone who's been profiting in K2. I wish I took those trades too, but I woke up a little later today. I gotta start waking up earlier because I wake up like right around 5:30. If I woke up around 4, I could have probably caught these moves with you guys, but it's all good. I'm just happy that you guys are profiting. That's all that matters, right? As long as you guys in K2 are profiting, that's all that matters. Like it doesn't matter if I'm profiting, you're profiting, they're profiting. As long as anybody in K2 is profiting, it's all that matters. But all right, let me go check. Damn, Luis said up 2,800, now 4,000. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, so congrats to all you guys here who are killing it. Luis just went from 2,800 to 4,000. Billy over here said, "What up, guys? Hope everyone killed it this morning." Yeah, definitely, Billy. Great work. So let me just scroll up and I'm gonna check out the chat to see if I missed anything. If you guys have any questions or you guys want me to analyze anything, this would probably be the best time, like I mentioned, the past 2 days. The market's just kind of choppy right now, so it's hard for us to take trades that are safe to take, right? I'm waiting for those perfect entries so that I can hop in on those. I took some small entries on my own account too. So I made like, I don't know how much money did I make this week. I made like a couple $1,000. It's not a lot, but it's I mean it's a good amount, but it's not what I'm used to, right? Because we're used to, I only made 1,800, which is not It's not horrible, but it's not what we're used to, because you guys have seen, all the daily profits. Like everyone here is locking in like way more than me because they're catching these other trades that I've been missing. But it's all good. Um, like just a reminder, guys, in K2, like there's no competition here, guys. We're all trading here as a team, as a family. So like when everyone profits, like we're all celebrating. It's not like no one's jealous of anybody. I'm kind of jealous because I missed on a lot of trades that I could have taken, but in reality, we're all here for the same goal. So as long as everyone's profiting, that's all that matters. And if you guys want to join the team, you guys are more than welcome. Like, you guys can sign up for free on the website. This is like the free sign up on the website. Or if you guys want to sign up for the actual indicators and course and strategies, you can sign up right here. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, we're just going to be waiting for some trades to appear. Looks like there's no new zones around this area. So basically what we're waiting for here is for this setup. So if you guys are brand new here, we're looking for this setup right here. See this wick rejection? And I did mark this up when the market opened. I marked this up for a buy. And I think this is what a lot of people took. So this strategy is very, very simple for the people who are brand new here. This is the K2 snipe strategy for US 30 on a 10-minute time frame. But you can apply this on anything. Like there's other people in the group who've been applying it on different time frames, and it works perfectly fine. So like for this here, we're just looking for a confirmation of wick rejection off K2 pivot. Second confirmation of wick rejection off K2 SR zone. And then lastly, just confirm wick rejection off K2 pivot does not touch candle body. So you guys can see here that these requirements are simple. Like there's literally no guesswork. You just want to confirm this wick rejection off the pivot and off the structure. And you just want to make sure that this pivot doesn't touch the body of the candle. So it doesn't touch the body of the candle at entry point, and that would qualify as a buy entry here. So whoever took this buy entry, that's where a lot of people profited. So these two profits here, for these buys, it's from the same exact setup right here. It's a wick rejection off the pivot and structure. And then, you just take that buy. So Tam took that there. She made 2 at 211. And then Billy took that there as well, where he made 2,417. And that's all we're looking for. It's not really that difficult, guys. It's not rocket science. It's literally the same thing over and over again. Again, right here for this red candle. If you were up during London session and you took this trade here, because we have the wick rejection off the pivot and the structure, if you entered a long position off that, there's another full TP. So you guys can see here that people who profited during, the after hours, like I think Ken over here, he was trading the Dow in the morning, like early morning. That's probably what he caught there. And then same with William over here as well. So it's been pretty nice so far, guys. Overall, our scalping market has been really good. The intraday market hasn't been so great, and there's a reason for that. A lot of the stuff going on behind the scenes with regard to the stimulus and just other stuff going on with COVID. But all right, let me go back to the chat and see if there's anything else that we're missing over here. Let's see. Yeah, Sisuk said, wacky morning so far, but good. Yeah, no, definitely. It has been a little wacky, but it's been trying to see where everything moves. Because like literally, like I would take this buy here, but I already missed the move. The move was down here. I'm just waiting for the sell now. See, Luis said in Los Angeles, where you at, K2? I'm in the OC, Luis. So I don't think it's raining over there. Ivan just messaged me. He said that it's not raining at LAX. So the storm is probably moving upwards, because I'm here like near the airport in Orange County. So it's just raining down here, but now it's sunny. So it's probably moving upwards towards you guys in LA. Vedat Anek said, do you just look at indices? Not really, Vedat. You've been here for a while, Vedat. You've been in all the other sessions. I look at everything. That's why our watch list here has all these Forex pairs. It has all the commodities. It has all the indices. So we don't only look at indices. I mean, you've been here long enough to see that we don't look at just indices. We look at everything. Like if anyone asks a question for any other pair or any other asset, I can analyze it. It's not just indices in general. It's pretty much everything. So let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, Marcus said, I don't think it's going to drop. Not yet. I don't think so either. I think it's going to drop eventually. It's filling the same pattern that's been playing, the past 2 days here. So Monday it hits an all-time high, drops. Tuesday it hits a higher all-time high, slightly higher, then it drops. Same with right here. It hit another all-time high. Now it can drop at some point. And that's what we're waiting for. So we hit an all-time high there. And then we're just waiting for it to drop now. So I'm just waiting for that to drop. When it does drop, we will we'll take that sell and then write it down from there. All right, let's see. Deswell said it's going to make an all-time high today, but tomorrow it'll drop. Morning, K2. Yeah, definitely. Morning, Deswell. I think it's going to drop now, Deswell. See this big red candle? I don't think it's going to necessarily take that long for it to drop. It's probably going to drop pretty soon. Let's delete this. Another scammer here. Nice. Marcus sent me, he sent his photo here. So he took another win. Yeah, Marcus has been on fire. So if you guys have seen Marcus, his strategy, he's applying the same strategy that we're applying here, but he's drawing his zones on the 1 minute and executing on the 8 minute. So he has 4 back-to-back wins right there. He's been sending me his profits, all day. So he's been on point. Like he's been sending me all his trades here. He's 4-0 right now for those scalps this morning. He took these S&P scalps. He's been pretty on point. So, Marcus just joined K2 last week, guys. So if Marcus is killing it in a week, I mean, you guys, like, nobody has any excuse not to be killing it with his strategy. Like, look at these straight wins for Marcus. He's trading a smaller account, but those wins add up. I think he's been sending me all his profits for this whole week. Like right here, he made 131 last week, or what was this, on the 8th? Not even last week. That was 2 days ago. On Monday, he made 131. He's just been hitting every single scalp. So you guys can see how accurate the strategy is, because he's like, you guys can see here, this is me and Marcus's conversation. This is from last week. This is when he just joined K2. Like he didn't even know what he was looking at. And he was asking me if it looked right. And I was like, yeah, it looks right. So he started practicing all weekend. And then Marcus has just been on fire. Just check this out. He had one little loss there, but straight wins. Again, after that, straight wins. This is on the 4th last week. And then on the 8th, this Monday, straight wins right there. And then again, this was Monday again, he made 131. And then yesterday, he's just having straight wins, guys. So if you guys can just rinse and repeat the same strategy that we've been applying, it's not that difficult. Like I mentioned here, guys, it's not rocket science. You're looking for 2 requirements. You're looking for the wick rejection off the K2 pivot, wick rejection off the structure. With that said, that's all you're looking for. And that's all. Like Marcus is like laser focused, looking at the same thing every single time. So every time he sees it, he enters. He doesn't even think about it, right? He sees a trade, enters, full TP. Sees a trade, enters, full TP. And you can see right here, these wicks are rejecting off the pivot and the structure down here, and the pivot. It's not that difficult. He sees it, enters it, sees it, enters it, and then just straight winners back and back and back. So he's been trading the S&P. So he's going back and forth between the S&P and US 30. So he's been on point, guys. So congrats to you, Marcus. Keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you just keep pushing. So let's see. This looks like it could possibly be a buy scalp, but it didn't touch the pivot. So you can see right here, it's really close to that green pivot, but it's not necessarily there yet. So if it does touch the pivot, then it would be an entry, but it hasn't touched the pivot yet. So that's what we're looking for. We're just waiting for this to play out, and then Marcus is probably going to catch it on his own as well, because he's been on point with those. I'm gonna apply Marcus's strategy here. He draws his zones on the 1 minute, and he trades on the 8 minute. So let me see this. Let's draw this out a little longer. Go back on that 8 minute chart. Turn this off. Actually, there's a scalp right there. I don't know if you caught that, Marcus. There's one right here, actually. Take that on my own account right here. This is using Marcus's strategy that he just made a little spin off of my own strategy, where he marks his zones on the 1 minute, and then he executes on the 8 minute. So yeah, I took that trade right here. A little late, but it should be fine. So I took that little scalp right there. Setting my TP stop loss. I'm just trading on my phone right now because my MT4 is kind of screwed up. It's like it was lagging, so I had to. There's an issue with my FTMO and my MC4. So I've just been trading my personal on my phone. I'm trading my Hugo's away. I'm in profit right now. Small lot sizes right now. I'm not really too worried about the profit. I'm just focused on hitting these little TPs here. So I'll send an alert right there for that. So guys, I'm in the scalp here. This is a scalp using that snipe strategy that I just showed you. It's just a little variation. Scalp TP. So I set an alert there. What? That's weird. I don't know why it does that. This alert you're trying to set might work differently how you expect it to. Oh, turn that off. Scalp. All right, so I'm gonna leave that alone. And let's see what else we got over here. Got that set up right there. Let me see what else we got over here. All right, so that's one entry right there. Actually, there's another entry right here, actually. So if you guys want to enter this too, looks like it's touching the pivot. So yeah, if you guys want to take this trade right here too, this would be a scalp. I didn't take this one. I mean, I'm currently in the buy anyway, so we're on the same thing. So if you guys want to take this right here, you can put a buy stop right here. These are gonna be the parameters for this scalp. Right there. I'm just gonna set an alert for this. Well, it hasn't filled yet because I just showed you guys. So if you guys want to set a buy stop right there, this would be the entry price. You can set a buy stop, and then if it triggers, it'll fill your order. But it's technically not active yet. I'm going to set an alert for that. US 30 scalp number 2 filled. Hasn't filled yet. If you guys want to put a buy stop there, you guys can. Still pending. And then I'll set the other alert once it fills, because this one hasn't filled yet. So if you guys want to enter the scalp, you put a buy stop right there at that entry price. And then when it swings up, it'll fill your order, and then you can just write it up. But it shouldn't be filled yet. And this scalp right here is using CT and Marcus's. If you guys sat in on the live session yesterday, CT and Marcus mentioned this, where they mark their zones up on the 1 minute, and then they enter on the 8 minute right here. So we'll see how this plays out here. Just a reminder, this hasn't filled yet, guys, because I just looked at it right now. And this is a risky trade. It's a little bit of a risky trade, but obviously if you guys want to take risk, then this would be your trade here, because we do have the wick rejection off the structure and the pivot. However, this pivot rejection is kind of, it's not necessarily a clean rejection like this right here, where it goes right through it, right? It looks like it's barely touching it. If I replay this, yeah, it's like barely touching it. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll keep following through with this. Anyways, let me go back to the chat, see if I missed anything else here. Chris is asking, how much does it cost for you to coach? So Chris, if you sign up for the strategy course here, if you guys sign up this week, I'll still mentor you guys. But after this week, so I discussed this with you guys yesterday, I'm going to leave a sign up here so that you can still learn the strategy, but I'm not going to mentor anymore. So people who are already in K2, you guys still have access to my mentorship, but new people who sign up after this week, I'm not going to mentor you guys anymore. You guys can sit in on these live sessions and ask questions, but I'm not going to do one-on-one mentorships with brand new people. Only with people who are already with K2, because I already promised you guys that I will mentor you, and mentorship's been working, obviously, right? Because everyone here is killing it. Like all these profits here from people using the same strategy that I'm mentoring you guys about. Like the same strategy that I just showed you guys right here is the strategy that everyone here is killing it with, right? Like everyone here, Patricia, look at these profits from yesterday. This is her US 30, her goes away account. She made 3,000 trading the same strategy that I'm mentoring you guys on. Steven over here, everyone here the same exact strategy, right? Cheryl over here, 500, Larishna, 204, Marcus, William, Saquon, everyone's applying the strategy. So if you guys want my mentorship, you guys can sign up. But, you know, like I mentioned, I want to focus on my own trading. So I'm not trying to teach brand new people anymore. I'll teach people who are already in K2 because, you know, you guys already are in K2 and you guys signed up when I was giving mentorship. So if you guys want to sign up, you guys can sign up. I'm probably going to close this off tomorrow, actually, because tomorrow I have an interview with this other trading company. If you guys want to sit in on that, I'll probably give you guys a link. But this other trading company wants to interview me. So we're going to do an interview tomorrow night. It's tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to be doing an interview with them. So I think after that, because once people see that interview, people are probably going to want to sign up to K2. And I'm not trying to teach people anymore, like brand new people. I can teach people who are in K2, but brand new people, I don't want to teach like new beginners anymore because it just takes too much time out of my day. And I'd rather just trade on my own, right? Because you guys can see here, everyone here is like locking a ton of profits. If you look at like every time I look at Cheryl's profits, it's like, damn, that could have been me, but I'm over here mentoring people, right? So she's locking in like 13,000 a day. Like, you know, this is a day and this is one account. She's locking in this like almost daily. Same with like Patricia here. She's locking in like a couple $1,000 a day, you know, just applying the same strategy. So if I can focus on my trading, I can probably do just as well. But I've just been too busy, you know, mentoring people here on my strategies, which I don't mind doing. It's just I want more time to allocate to my own trading before I go do any of that. So like I mentioned earlier, guys, this scalp here, this hasn't filled yet. So we might just cancel this. I don't think it's going to fill. So this hasn't filled yet. Our alert set right here for, you know, filled when it does fill, because we have that buy stop there. If it doesn't fill and it hits stop loss, then I'm probably going to cancel it. Javier head. So I hear on the live right now. Do I still get the one-on-one? Yeah, Javier, you're good because you signed up before. It's just for brand new people. So people who signed up in the past with K2 or who are active members, you guys still have access to my mentorship. It's just the brand new people. So if you sign up tomorrow, then I'm not going to mentor you anymore. You can learn from these sessions and you can learn from asking questions during my live trading rooms, but I'm not going to go in, you know, sit on like these hour live sessions with you guys to mentor. So anyways, guys, cancel this pending buy stop. It's we'll look for another entry. There's just no entry available right there. So I've canceled that pending buy stop. I'm going to delete that. And we'll wait for the next one that that comes up on there. Because there's going to be another entry, guys. That's not the only entry that's available. So go ahead and cancel that buy stop, and then we will we'll wait for the next one. Let's see. David sent me a chart. Let's see what David's looking at over here. Yeah, no problem, Javier. Yeah, dude, it's raining here, Javier, in our area, bro. So looks like you might be snowboarding this week, right? You probably have some fresh snow out there by tomorrow, or even by tonight. Let's see. David sent me his chart real quick. Let me see what David's looking at. All right, so I'm looking at David's chart right now. David is identifying this right here. He's looking for a drop and then a push up and then a drop back down. I can see that playing out. So you should be good. We'll see what happens from here. So we'll see if this ends up providing. Let me see if there's another zone here. Yeah, no zone yet. Or actually, this isn't even a zone. Damn, I think I screwed up with this. Oh no, it is a zone. Okay, I didn't screw up. It's yeah, we'll wait for this to play out. But this entry right here didn't fill, so we cancel that. We're just gonna wait for it to bounce back. Because if this bounces back above here, then you know obviously we can take that trade. But let me see. Let's check the sentiment too. So City mentioned US 30 sentiment is like, damn. So it's 75% people short. So I think this is going to keep pushing up, honestly, guys. I think for this session, like up until the end of New York session, this is going to keep pushing up. The reason for that is because there's so many people short, right? Like I was mentioning yesterday, you know, a lot of people were saying to short the Dow, right? And if you shorted the Dow, like over here, because people were shorting the Dow from here when market opened on Monday, people just kept shorting it. And then this sentiment kept going higher and higher. And then when it kept going higher and higher, everyone kept getting stopped out because it pushed up. Like, just imagine this, guys. If you entered a sell from down here and you went to like 10,000 pip drawdown or 8,260 pip drawdown. That's a big drawdown for people to enter short. So if a lot of people are shorting, they're going to push the price up, right? That's generally what happens if people keep shorting it. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to keep bouncing around back and forth, but I mean, we'll see how it ends up playing out from there. All right, so we got the sell signal for a US 30. Wow, that's a huge sell signal right there. All right, so we might take the sell here. I don't know if you guys want to take it. Yeah, this actually looks pretty solid if this closes right here. So this would be the daily entry right here, guys. This is a different US 30 strategy that we apply. If you guys want to take it, you guys can. If you don't, then that's fine. Don't just sit out. All right, let me see this real quick. All right, so I wouldn't enter right away, guys. I would give it some time, or you guys can enter. I mean, if you guys want to enter right away, you guys can. I'm going to send this alert to you guys in the premium real quick. It's going to be a sell stop order. So if you guys want to enter it, you guys can. If not, that's cool. But yeah, let me just send this out to you guys. US 30 sell. Let me make sure I get this right, because it's happened a lot in the past where this we kind of got these screwed up. So guys, just a reminder, it's a sell stop order, right? Everything looks good for the most part. I mean, it's at entry. It's already at entry. So if you guys want to enter it, you guys can. I'm going to figure out the FTMO parameters. I think they're only off by like 10 pips, so it's not a big difference. So I'll just copy this over right here. Or sorry, I'll just subtract this by, or actually, let me pull up my phone. All right. So let me pull up FTMO real quick. Pricing is off by 2.9. Wait a minute. $82. Yeah, let me see what the price difference is. It looks like the price difference is kind of heavy. Let's see, price difference for 32,105 minus 32,088. Oh, it's only, I mean, it's kind of off. It's off by like 17 pips. So I just need to subtract this by, I'll do 15. But actually, yeah. So that'd be 17. Sorry guys, I gotta do some basic math in my head. Subtract this by 15, that's gonna be 70. And I don't want to screw this up. I'm just gonna type it up. 32,010 minus 15. This is what I hate about the pricing difference for FTMO and the normal accounts. So let's see, this would be 20 and this would be 20 as well. All right. So there's the trade for you guys there. Let's see, is David still here? David, are you in that cell? Are you thinking about in that cell?
Oh, I have no confirmations yet.
Yeah, I just took it for the daily entry.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I don't have any confirmations yet.
Yeah, let's keep watching it. I'm probably not going to put a TP. I'll put a stop loss, but no TP. I kind of want to write it down. All right, let's see. Go to my position here. Let's see, stop's gonna be at 32, 235. I'm gonna put no target. It's gonna ride this thing down. No target, just stop loss. I'm gonna slide that stop loss and profit as it swings down. All right, cool. So let me just check this real quick. All right. John said, Shawn, you need to get a small RV. Yonan said, I'll fly to Bali 3 hours from West Oz. Beers on me. Nice, Yonan. Yeah, definitely. When you travel out there, we'll definitely have a K2 meetup. Talanji said, just found out MT4 lets you click on your entries and drag them down for stop loss and for TP. No need for typing. Oh no, wait, Talanji, I didn't even realize that. I got to figure that out. What you looked at there, because I haven't seen that before on my end. But I know I was going over that with Rick the other day, because he likes how MT4, how on a trading view you can just drag and drop, but I didn't know you could do that on MT4. Let's see, daily full TP. I'm just setting up my parameters here, guys, for this stuff right here. Oops. Daily TP1 plus 750. Delete that. Hit or daily. All right, cool. So I got everything set up here, guys. This is our daily entry here for US 30. If you guys are familiar with the daily entry for US 30, basically what we do is we wait for the market open at 6:30, then we take the first valid signal following market open, and then we ride that down to in the direction of momentum. So I'll show you guys an example of how we applied this on Monday. So on the 8th. So on the 8th over here, let me see. Here, I'll go to a clean chart. So I'm just going to show this to you guys who are brand new here in K2, because I mean, I'm not sure if everyone here knows the strategy, but this strategy is like really, really simple. Like this one's like almost impossible to screw up. Like, I don't know how anyone could ever screw this strategy up, but this is the daily entry. So basically for the daily US 30 entry, I'll just give it some explanation here for you guys here that are new and don't understand that strategy yet. So this is going to be the K2 daily US 30 entry. So for this is really simple. This is probably the easiest strategy you'll ever run into. So first you want to look for entries after New York Stock Exchange open, which is going to be 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? So after that, you're going to identify first valid K2 signal, and then you're going to enter on the open of the following candle. And that's it. That's literally it. So that's it. And then fixed TP stop loss at 1500 pips. So basically for this entry here, so first requirement, we're going to look for entries after the New York Stock Exchange open, which is 6:30 a.m. And we'll place this little marker right here, so we know where to look, right? So the market opened right here. This is when the stock market opened. And after that, we're just going to look for the first valid K2 signal. So a valid signal would be a sell signal with a red bearish candle within it. So as you can see right here, there's no signals in between, right? This is the first valid signal. So once you have that there, we enter on the open of the following candle. So as soon as this closes, we enter a short position right here. And then we set a fixed TP stop loss for 1500 pips, which would be equivalent to 150 points. So with that said, we have this all set up here. We let it run. And what do you know, full TP, right? So this strategy is really, really simple. Like you guys, it's impossible to get this wrong. And that's the same strategy that we applied when entering, this daily entry right here. Like it's going to bounce around a little bit. Sometimes this happens where it bounces around. So we're not really too worried about it because this is common for it to bounce back and forth, but we ultimately see it dropping eventually. Like it might not happen in the next 10 minutes. It might not happen within the next hour or so, but by the end of the day, we're anticipating this to drop, to down here. So like once we take this trade, we just set and forget it. We don't bother with it. We have our alert set here to like TP1. So when price reaches TP1, we move our stop loss to TP1 so that we guarantee these profits and we can aim for the full TP along the way as well. So just keep that in mind. I have this set up. I have my alert set up. It's just bouncing around entry area. So we'll come back and check on this within, the next couple hours or so, or maybe the next couple of minutes. We'll just see how it plays out. If it plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But this strategy has a very, very high win rate. So if you guys have been following all of our results here, so if I look up results, all of the US 30 results for the year. So let me see, indices totals. So these were the results from last year using this one strategy, basically, right? So we had 91 wins and 25 losses for a total gain of 97,075 pips. And that's just using this one strategy. So if you do the math on that, we had 91 wins plus 25 losses, right? For a total of 116 trades. We divide 91 by 116. We had a win rate of 78.4%. So that's a pretty good win rate for applying just this one strategy once a day. And that's for 2020, right? For 2021, this is a mix between this strategy and the UK 100. So it's not going to be as accurate, with regard to the win percentage. But obviously you can see that we applied the strategy every day last year, or almost every day. And we had above an 84% win rate, which is pretty good, because as long as you have above a 50% win rate, you'll be in profit regardless, as long as you don't over leverage and use proper risk for every trade. So just keep that in mind. And this is the strategy that we applied right now. So that's pretty much it for that. And other than that, we'll start looking for some more scalps here. So I'll go down the chat and I'll see what else is going on here, but I don't think there's any scalps that are available, just yet. Scalp within a scalp. So Marcus's trade over here didn't work out. It happens, guys. You can't win every single trade, right? So this right here looks like a sell scalp, actually, because we have, I'm gonna go back to my normal scalping. I'm not gonna go in these little shorter time frames anymore, because it just becomes a little risky. But we'll stay on this 10-minute and we'll see if we see any scalps on here. Otherwise, if we don't see anything now, we'll just look at other pairs and see if there's something else that we can take. So other than that, let me check the chat, see if there's anything else that I'm missing. And then we will see what's going from there. Let me scroll down real quick. Nice. Yeah. So Luis said he starts trading at 6:30 a.m. LA time. That's usually the time I start trading too, Luis. But I think we should probably start trading a little earlier, because then we could probably catch a little more trades, that way. Let's see. Gerald said you can have your car shipped across the country, by the way. Yeah, no, I know that, Gerald. It's the only problem is like it costs a lot, and I don't plan on living on the East Coast for that long. I plan on, if I do move to the East Coast, I can't do it. I can't deal with the cold weather or the humid weather in like Florida. So if I was to move out there, it'd only be for like a couple of years. It's not going to be a long-term stay. So that's why it's like I'm kind of weighing the pros and cons, right? If I'm gonna stay there for like a year or 2 years, I'm not going to go and ship all my cars out there for like a short period and then have to ship them back to California when I end up moving back to the West Coast. So that's why, like I was mentioning, if I was to travel, I'd probably just go there temporarily. Nice. So you said you've done it a few times. Yeah, and for the cars that I'm going to be transferring, it's going to cost a lot more to have those transferred. Like if I was going to transfer an exotic car, it's going to cost a lot more than transferring like a normal car. So it's just, the unnecessary costs just kind of add up that way. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else here. Nice. Luis said GME FY up around 150 for the week. Dang, you guys are still trading GME. That's crazy. Let me check real quick. Sorry, guys. GME. Damn, looks like, yeah, so whoever, it looks like people are still pumping GME, but that's crazy. It's still pushing up pretty heavy. Like Luis said, it pushed from down here up until here for $250 actually, from February up until now. But yeah, so Luis said this week. So this week was on the 7th. So market opened from right here. Yeah, Luis. So it is up 155 right now. That's crazy. That's a dangerous game to play with GME. You never really know what's going to happen with it or if it's going to come back crashing. So I personally don't mess with any of these like hype moves, you know, like GME, AMC. I don't really mess with those. But if you guys are messing with it and you guys are profiting, you know, power to you, because I can't do that. I like trading stuff that I know, and I don't really like taking too many speculative trades. Let's see. Yeah, Marcus said market funny. It switched up on the 1 minute into a sell, and I think you need more space for the stop. Yeah, I know exactly, Marcus. So like the market is moving kind of funky right now, right? So you can see right here for our daily entry, it's just bouncing around, guys. It's bouncing back and forth. So I have my stop loss set at a pretty decent space up there, so I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just letting it run. And I didn't take a huge lot size because I know that the market is moving kind of crazy this week. So I'm not taking big lot sizes. I'm just taking small ones just to be in the market, because I'm not really aiming to necessarily make a ton of profit this week, right? Like we made a lot of profit the past 2 months or the past 4 months actually, you know, scalping. So I'm just taking this daily entry with a small lot size so I can trace it. Like I'm just tracing the move so that when I see scalps, I can trade in that direction. But look at this right here. This thing's bouncing around like pretty heavy right now. If we left our buy stop right here, would have just filled right now, but we did cancel it. So it's all good. But we are I'm just gonna sit tight and let's see how it plays out. Because this is the all-time high. If it breaks this all-time high again, who knows where it'll go, right? Let's mark that a different color. Let's fix this back to red. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see where market sentiment is right now. 75% of people are short. Looks like people are getting stopped out. So it went from 75 to 73. Either people are getting stopped out or people are getting scared and pulling out of the market because of how it's moving, because it's moving back and forth so often. So we'll see. It's spiking around right now as we speak. Let's see. Morning. How long? Ricardo said, morning. How long after verification before FTMO sends live account? Getting bored already. Yeah. So Ricardo passes FTMO last week. Congrats, Ricardo. It usually takes about a week, Ricardo. It takes a long time because they need to review your account and they need to make sure everything's good and they need to have you sign the contract. And once everything's all set up, so usually it'll take about a week for them to look at everything. But within that time, they send you your contract to sign. So it might be even quicker than that. It just depends on how many people are they dealing with, you know, currently. Caparos to daily entries have much wider TP. Yeah. So Caparos for the daily entry, it has a wider TP and stop loss because it's a bigger move. Because that trade is supposed to run throughout the entire day. It's not just a small scalp. It's a longer day move. So yeah, it is a lot wider. It's like 3 scalp moves basically. Nice. Deswell said I would love Orlando. Yeah, you know, I've always wanted to visit Orlando. I'll probably come visit and see if it's an area that I'd want to, you know, necessarily live there for an extended period. Kristen said, "What's your favorite car?" So my all-time favorite car would be a McLaren. I've been looking at McLarens for a while now. I really want to get a 720S, but like people who live here in my building, there's not many McLarens here where I currently live. Where I live, there's a lot of Lambos. A lot of people here have Lambos and Ferraris. So I didn't really like Lambos at first, but after seeing like a couple of Aventadors here, it kind of like I kind of want an Aventador now. But I think my all-time favorite car would be a McLaren. I'm actually looking at a 600 LT right now that I might be interested into because I don't think I'm ready for the 720 yet. I'm probably going to start off with like the 600 LT or maybe the 570 and then move up to the 720 once I'm ready, because this is going to be my first exotic. So I'm not necessarily trying to go all crazy with it just yet. But yeah, eventually that's like goals right there. That's long-term goals. Maybe like the next year or two, or maybe even this year. Just depends on how the market plays out. If the market continues to play how it's been playing this past 2-3 months, then it might be this year. But we'll see. You know, I just set goals to reach. I don't necessarily like feel like I need to have that materialistic thing. It's just so, you know, goals to aim for. Because the thing is, guys, like this is what I always tell you guys. You guys should always have a goal, right? Even if it's out of reach. Like if you guys want an exotic car, just have that goal in your mind. So every time you take a trade, this is what I do, guys. If I take a trade and it doesn't look like a guaranteed trade, like this right here, looks like a great trade, right? It's a clean rejection. If I see this, I'm like, is this going to get me closer to my goal, or is it going to push me away from my goal? So if it looks like a great trade, I'll take the trade because it's going to bring me towards my goal of getting, you know, my exotic car that I want. And you just keep that in the back of your mind, because if you guys have goals in your mind, that'll keep you pushing, you know, with this trading thing. Because I'm sure you guys have felt like you guys have been hopeless when you guys trade sometimes, because you guys might have like a bad streak. But if you guys have your goals in mind, you guys can keep pushing. That's really what drives me every day. You know, it's like, how much profit do I need to make today to get that car, right? So like I already have this number in my head where I have to make X amount of profit trading to get this specific toy that I want, right? Like an exotic car. But it's not necessarily that I need that exotic car. It's just that it's the goal that I'm reaching for when I'm trading. So just keep that in mind, guys. Like always have a goal in mind. It doesn't have to be a car. It could be a home. It could be, you know, other investments. It can be a lot of things. But as long as you guys have a goal in mind, you guys will have something to aim for, and it'll stop you from taking dumb trades. Because if you guys don't have anything to look forward to, you're going to take stupid trades, right? Because you just go for greed. You look for the money. But if you have an actual goal in mind, it's going to prevent you from taking dumb trades, because you're going to know that, you know, if I take this dumb trade, it's probably going to push me farther away from my goal than push me towards it. So just, you know, keep that in mind, guys. Charles said, we got Tesla charging stations everywhere for you in Florida, bro. Yeah, no, definitely. I would definitely need that. I would definitely need a charger everywhere I go. Rezul said, Shawn, just drive your car and trade on the way. Yeah, no, exactly. You guys have seen me. So like sometimes when I'm driving my Tesla, I'm like trading in my car. I don't know if you guys have seen. Let me see if I have the video here. I have a couple of videos here where I was trading when I was driving. Usually when I go on long trips, because like last month I took a trip to Arizona and I was like trading while I was I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, we were trading US 30 right here.
Gotta make sure positions are looking good before you hit the gym over here at Fit Nation.
So we were,
like we're about to hit full TP in about an hour.
We were I was at the gym and I was trading US 30 in my car before I went into the gym. So like generally if I'm traveling, I do trade in my car sometimes. Like this right here too. I was at another place, another
right,
US 30.
Back at the K² spaceship. Let's see what our positions are for the day. Ooh, is that US 30 I see?
We hit full TP off that too.
Full TP? Oh, right. Full TP, babe.
Yeah, that's
so
a
like,
funny.
That's what Azul means when he says that I should just drive and trade in my car, because that's normally what I do if I'm traveling, because I can just set it on autopilot and I can just trade in my car while I'm here with you guys off here. Let's see. Deswell said, not cold, not too hot. So guys, just going back to the charts over here, it's rejecting off that all-time high. So this is what I mean about not worrying about it bouncing back and forth, because US 30 is going to keep bouncing back and forth. Obviously, you know, if we see more entries, we'll take some, but there's just no entries that are available right now. So let me just keep going down the chat real quick and see what else we have got over here. Deswell said, not cold, not too hot. I will transfer your car for you, no problem, bro. For the amount of money K2 made me this year so far, I'll do it free of charge. Thanks, Deswell. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you know, if I ever plan to move out there, I'll probably be closer to you guys, and we could probably meet up more often. Because I know we're like on complete opposite sides of the nation. Some of you guys are located in complete opposite sides of the world. But I definitely want to travel around and meet you guys in person. Here, let's see. Yeah. Kristen said, sad part, I can't even fit in a 720S. Yeah, I guess 720S is you have like, I have a friend that has a Lamborghini as well, and he's like 6'5" as well. He's around your same height, Kristen, and he can't even sit in that thing. He's like so cramped and his body's like so close to the steering wheel. So it's definitely not made for super tall people. Emmanuel said, from what I've seen, you look like a 765 LT guy. Yeah, Emmanuel, that's a dream car too. A 765 LT, that's a super nice car, but that car is freaking expensive. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I'd have to start off small, because I don't want to risk messing it up, or like honestly, I don't even know how to own an exotic car. I've never owned one before, so it's gonna be a learning experience for me.
I think I'm comfortable with the daily entry from here.
Are you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because the
think so.
stop loss is above the high, so I'm just chilling. I'm just holding it and just letting it play out.
Yeah,
It's
I'm entering from here.
you're in right there. Nice,
Yeah,
nice. You actually got a way better entry. I'm kind of jealous, but it's all good.
I sent you the chart, man. Look at it.
Yeah, I know you sent me it. I wanted to enter. I wanted to enter the self stop. It ended up filling for me. Oh yeah, the same chart you sent earlier, right? Yep. It's doing exactly what you just marked up, bro. So we'll see that. We'll see how it plays out. Let's see what else we got over here. Chris Silva said, "Don't buy depreciating assets." I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, if you're looking for, but I mean, if you're locking in a lot of profit off like trading stuff, you can get your toys. You know, like the reason why you grind is to buy the stuff that you want, right? Like if someone wants to get an exotic car, I'm not going to tell him not to buy an exotic car. If that's what his goal is, then go for whatever your goal is. But yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, Chris. I mean, not everyone is looking for what you're looking for. You're probably looking for like real estate stuff like that, appreciating assets. Obviously, if you want to build long-term wealth, that would be the route. But other people are already on different routes. Not everyone's on the same route as you. So yeah, I mean, if you're on that route where you don't really want to, if you're on that, what's it called? I forgot what that term that people say. Instinct. If you're not on that instant gratification path, then yeah, don't buy a depreciating asset. But these are goals that I set. Like I have a whole wall over there on my wall. Like you guys can see, but I have like a whole goal on my wall over here. Where it's like I want like 100K monthly revenue from trading, which I'm kind of close to that. I think this month was pretty high. Well, last month was high. How much did I make last month? Last month I definitely got like halfway there. Because we like locked in. Yeah, so like each week for like last month, let's see. Like last month or this month actually, was this March? Yeah, if I keep pushing it this month, I could probably reach that goal. I mean, it's just, it's really just goals to reach. It's not necessarily like I have goals on my wall and like I just reach those goals and I go for a higher goal. Like, don't get me wrong. One of my goals are real estate investment. So I'm also on that same route that you're talking about, Chris, but I have other goals too. Like I have a goal for like 100K monthly revenue from trading. I want to buy a brand new home. I want to get a McLaren 720S. And then one of my other goals is a real estate investment portfolio. So I'm definitely on that goal with you too. I'm just work hard, play hard type thing. So I'm here doing both. Like I'm trying to build my long-term assets, but I'm also looking for my toys as well. And as long as you keep pushing for your goals, that's all that really matters. It just really depends on what you're aiming for. But let's see what else we got over here. Vinicius said Dodge Viper against all. Nice. I used to like the Dodge Viper when I was like the older one. Let me see if I can find it up here. Vinicius, but that was definitely one of my favorite cars, like way back. I forgot what video game I used to play. There's a video game that we used to play a lot. Oh, they made a production model for 2017, but I like the older one. What was it? I think it was the yeah, I can't remember what video game was that from, but it was like a video game I used to play all the time. It was like, I think it was a 2008 Dodge Viper, but it's still a nice car. Like, obviously I like the Viper too. It's just not my taste in cars have changed since back then, but the new one looks pretty nice too. Vinicius 2017 Dodge Viper. Yeah, it's a pretty nice car too, dude. So those are your goals, bro. You know, everyone set your goals and keep reaching your goals. That's really what it is. You know, it's about setting your goals and actually reaching them. Don't just talk about your goals, actually do stuff to reach them. Because a lot of people talk about their goals, but they don't do anything to get to them, right? Everyone's like, oh, I want this exotic car, but what are you doing to reach that goal, right? Like for me, it's trading. I need to keep advancing my trading so I can reach my goals. Oh, that's what it was. Sub-Initiative. There you go. Gran Turismo. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Gran Turismo from PS1. Yeah, I had all the Gran Turismos from like PS1 up until PS2. There really isn't much that I wanted from there at that point. Renko said, come on, trade. Bro, we are trading, Renko. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. There's like nothing here to take right now. If there was trades for us to take, we would be trading, Renko, but there's no trades. So I don't know what you're upset about. Let's see. There's an Aussie 200 trade right here that's available, but stuff is bouncing back and forth. So I really wouldn't take these right now. Let's see. There are a couple trades here. Let's see. Harris wants me to take a look at S&P. So I can pull up S&P real quick. Let's see. S&P on the higher time frame. We'll zoom out from this point. I'll go on the 1 hour over here. And then we will turn on our K2SRs right here. Let's see. See if there's anything else here for us to look at. Some zones down there. And these lower zones over here are kind of relevant. They're not necessarily important. So let's look at the S&P right here on the 1 hour. We turn on the momentum signals or momentum indicator. So just looking at this here, guys, you know, obviously it's been pushing up from down here. So it started pushing from this area down here. You know, every time we got a buy signal, pushed up to the next structure. Broke structure again right here. And it just continues the same pattern, the same one that I've been showing, like pretty much showing you guys. Basically, rejection, buy signal, breaking close past structure, push up higher, another rejection here, buy signal right there. And it just keeps pushing up, right? So just looking at this here, guys, like what I was just mentioning, we have the rejection from here.
I don't like this.
What, the US 30 or S&P?
US 30.
Damn, this thing's pushing up higher, huh?
I think it's reaching for that big, that QP.
Yeah, the QP slightly above it. Damn, I don't know if I should just push my stop loss a little higher.
I closed.
You got out?
Yeah, I got out with half risk.
I'm thinking, what should I do?
I just don't like it, man. We created a high, we created another high, and now we're creating a new high, bro. It doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, the market is like,
and I'm talking about on the lower time frame. So I watch on the 5.
yeah, that's a big bullish push from this candle right here. This candle,
we created a high at 160. Candle close. Then we created another high at like 200, and now we're creating a new high. It's reaching for that QP, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna close.
I got out.
I gotta get out of this trade.
And that's how you manage risk.
Yep, you guys got to know when to cut your trades. So guys, I'm out of that US 30 trade. It's like right next to the stop loss. So if it does hit stop loss, I mean, it's fine. You're already there. But I close out of mine, and I'm probably going to re-enter as it comes back down. It's just the market is just all over the place this week, guys. It's not how it's been.
It's liquidating everybody, man.
Yeah, because I was mentioning here, like there's so many people short here. They're
Yep.
trying to kick everyone out of this trade.
And initially, I liked it. I liked it on the pullback because we were respecting an area that I liked. But then I went down to the 1 minute, and when we broke that 1 minute, kind of like an order block push to the downside, and we broke that. That's why I got on the mic and I said, "Yo, I don't like this."
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, this is just too.
There's nothing, honestly, there's nothing stop because now that we're above a big figure of 200, there's nothing stopping it from it reaching a whole number. So, this is US 30, right? This likes to trade at whole numbers, whether you realize it or not. It'll tap a whole number. It won't stay there, but it'll tap it.
Yeah, no, and that's why the quarter points are important.
Yep.
We'll see how this plays out. And this is why I stick to scalping. No, but it's all good. I mean, the market in general is just all over the place. It's like not really, it's not really moving linear how it normally moves. Like how it's been moving the past couple months was smooth. Now, not so smooth. Let's see what happens here. I'm thinking about putting a sell stop back down there. And then possibly
Push.
yeah, I'm curious to see what happens here. If this thing ends up dumping, yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon though. I think it's gonna be the same situation as yesterday. It's gonna start dropping around like maybe around like 10:30 my time.
The thing is, we're about 50 minutes away from London close. So they're all putting in their orders and getting ready for their close of the day, right? So London closes usually creates some volume, right? And they close at 12 Eastern. So that's what we're getting here. We're getting a London close volume push. And in my opinion, there's nothing stopping it from hitting 250 now. At least 250, in my opinion.
What a big wick off that right there. Let's see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm going to give it some time. But anyways, let me go back to S&P. So Harris, I'm going back to S&P to finish your analysis for this right here. So like I was mentioning, the market's like moving kind of funky. So like normally this would have been a bullish move. Well, it was a bullish move from down here all the way up to this area right here. But what I would do from this point is I would wait for it to make a confirmation. Like for example, right here, this could probably push up, but I would wait for it to either push back up from here. Like I wouldn't just enter a buy just because it's, it's going to push up, because this can easily reject back down from here. We do have a bullish bias because the most recent signal is a buy signal. So you can see from this buy signal right here, if you identify this rejection, identify this buy signal, a breaking close past structure, this ended up pushing up to here, right? So if you took that trade there from this buy signal, it would have pushed up at least 1,750 pips. So we'll see how that plays out. But like I mentioned with David, the market's really uncertain right now. So I would hold off on that. I'll go back to S&P and check out these scalps here to see if there was any scalps that were available. I think the market for scalping was kind of off today too. Let's see.
What was the original stop loss
for the daily?
Yeah,
it's at 32,235.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's still technically active right now.
Nice.
Yeah, I never got the alert, so it's still active, still running. I close out of mine though. I'm probably gonna re-enter later though once we have a a better confirmation for that drop. But yeah, just looking at the S&P right here, it looks like there was a buy entry that was possibly available right here, but this would have lost. I think this was the same one that we were looking at, guys. So we were looking at this. This lined up with the US 30 entry right there, where I told you guys to put, a buy stop there, but we didn't end up taking it. Yeah, it's the same entry that was right here. We put a buy stop there, but it never filled, so we just held off on it. But if we did leave it, man, if we left that buy stop there, we would have hit full TP already, because it would have triggered it and went straight to TP. Damn, that's unfortunate. But yeah, Harris, just going back to S&P, I don't see any entries available right now. I'd probably hold off, because you can see the wackiness in the market, right? You can see how everything's kind of pushing up, heavy wicks on this end, strong bearish candle, and then heavy wicks in both directions where it's trying to determine its direction. So we'll see how it plays out. Here's a daily entry. It's still running, coming back down right now. Hoping we get an invalid sell here or an invalid buy signal, because it'll be followed by a buy signal, a sell signal following that, and then it will it'll drop it back down. But other than that, yeah, I don't really see much here. So let me just scroll up real quick and see if there's anything else that we are looking at. Yeah, so Chris mentioned, do you think it will repeat yesterday's move? I think it will, because I think eventually, so like we were going over here on this over here, like I mentioned, it reaches an all-time high and then it drops around like 10. So right here, it dropped at 1040, right? Again, same situation here. It came up and then around 1030, it dropped, right? So over here, I think it's going to keep messing around this area. And I think around 1030 around my time, which should be right here, 1030, this is probably where the drop will happen. So it might just go sideways for a bit. It might just, start tapering off right here. And then once it reaches like 10, it'll start dropping heavily from here. So that's kind of what I see happening for this pair here. Kristen, I mean, this is the same thing that we're all looking for here. We're all waiting for this to drop, but it's just going to be a matter of time. It's going to be a game of patience and a matter of time for it to actually drop. And I'm not going to take any like unnecessary trades right now, because the market is just too choppy. There's just isn't much for us to look at right now. But yeah, Harris, this is pretty much how I see S&P. I don't really see anything happening for it. It's moving. It's mirroring the US 30, obviously. So until that drops, then this is probably going to just do the same thing as well. It's going to keep bouncing around this area, and then probably around 10. I wonder if the S&P played out like it did yesterday too. Let me just check real quick.
Yeah.
Did it do the same thing? It did the same thing, but it moved a little different. It moved a little higher.
It moved later too, and it moved down later. I jumped in.
It had like a laggier move, because right here it hit the high, and then at 1030 it dropped.
Yeah, so I took with the US 30, I took a small sell with the SP too, just to mess with it.
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what we're waiting for, guys. There's not really much for us to take right now. The market in general is just wacky. I mean, if you guys have been sitting in on my live sessions the past 2 months, it's been a smooth ride. Like, we've been able to take scalps easily, just back and forth. It's just this week, I don't know if it's just because of the stimulus news or like what, but the market has just been really choppy overall. I don't really see anything on CNBC. Usually they send me a message when there's something going on, but I mean, I guess the COVID updates too. COVID updates plus the stimulus. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember how long they talked about the last stimulus until it actually came? It was like 6 months.
It was a long time, yeah.
And every week they were like, "Oh, we're working on this," and "Oh, there's talks of the." bro. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, I know. They're just causing, you know, commotion in the market. Yep. Oh, damn. I think our daily entry hit stop loss.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why I was saying there's nothing stopping it from hitting the next
Yeah.
the next big than the round number.
Yeah, it sucks. Unfortunately, our daily entry hit stop loss, guys. It's all good. It happens. So that's it for that. I mean, we hit, dang, we didn't even call the trade on Monday either, because the trade on Monday would have balanced it out. Did we call the trade yesterday? No, I don't think we called.
I don't think there's been an official call.
Yeah, there hasn't been an official US 30 call this week, guys. Monday's call hit TP, but we didn't call it because it was risky, and it literally just nicked it, bro. It nicked it, then came back down. Some BS. But yeah, this trade here on Monday, we didn't call this because it came too late. Because it came over here. Usually by 10:30, we usually don't enter anymore. So we hit 10:30 and the signal came at 10:40. Like literally when this candle closed, the signal came and then it hit full TP right here. And then the one from yesterday, we didn't even call that either because the market was moving wacky just like it was moving today. We probably should have just avoided this call, but it looked like such a good drop because it was like repeating what it did the other days. And it's probably going to drop eventually. It's going to drop within the next 2 hours or so. But, you know, it just happens, guys. Like the market's not always going to be perfect, especially like this. This is definitely like one of the choppiest we've seen in the past. I don't know. When's the last time you saw the market like this, David? It's been a while, I feel like. I think it's been probably around.
I don't think it's been a while, man. To be honest,
yeah.
I don't even know. This is just this is different right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen the market like this in a long time. I think the last time I've seen it like this was like around mid-COVID when the market started getting a little flat. But yeah, overall, guys, I don't know. This happens. There's gonna be like 1 week out of like the month where it's like weird market conditions, and it's cool because if you're using proper risk management, you should be able to survive these moves, and then you'll be able to bounce back when we have like a hot streak, you know, a couple days from now or maybe even tomorrow.
Yeah,
So,
I only risk 0.5% a trade.
mm-hmm.
That's
That's
all I
smart, dude.
risk.
That's smart, yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you have a hot streak, you can start, you know, using normal lot
Well,
size.
most of my trades are at least 1 to 3.
Yeah, because you take those bigger moves for a scalp.
Well,
It's like,
I'm usually like more like intraday, so
mm-hmm.
my stop losses are 5 pips, and at 15 pips, I'm already at 3 to 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because you go for those. I mean, yeah, you don't necessarily go for the bigger moves. You just go for the tighter moves.
Yeah. And if the big move happens, I partial along the way. So if I ever show my trades, it'll look like 20 trades, right? But it's because I'm partialing after every, break of structure in the market.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I agree. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna.
If you're risky, this might actually be the better time to enter a trade if you're a risky trader.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you could get lucky off this. I mean, like these sells over here, dude. These were like this Monday one. Like if anyone took that sell from that all-time high, you know, that's like a smooth move down. And then same with like yesterday's too, because it was the same pattern. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting till like 10 so that we can possibly take this downwards over here. So like once it hits 10, if I start to see another signal or I see it's a drop, then I'll probably take it. This just looked like such a good entry because it looked like the same pattern was repeating itself.
Yeah, it
if I go here,
it tricked us a little bit.
It did. It hell tricked us, bro.
Because let me show you why. Because let me show you what I was looking at what I looked at yesterday and why I sold, right? So yesterday, let me draw. Let me see. Use this. Okay, so price made a high. Then it made a higher high, right?
Yeah.
We came down, broke some structure here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Came back up into here. Boom, sell.
Yeah,
That's
Higher high to lower low.
That's how I read charts.
Mhm.
So I made a high, higher high, break in structure, order block, come back into the order block, bam.
Yeah, and then the fact that it repeated what it did yesterday.
And then today, right? So go down to the 5. Let me clear these drawings. Go down to the 5, and let me show you why I was looking at. All right, so I was doing the same thing. Price made a high, higher high, break in structure, came back up, order block, boom. So that's why I was watching on the 1 minute. I wanted to see how price reacted. And then it broke my order block from over here. And I was like, oh, yo, I don't like this. I'm out. So I got out. Boom, quick. I'm out. I wait for a better setup.
Yeah, I think this probably would have been better if we waited for it to close below here, because it would establish that, like the same pattern from yesterday, a high, higher high, and then established to the low, lower low. So for example, here, if we waited a little longer for this to drop below here, that would have been a better entry point, or it would have been a better confirmation, but it didn't.
I lost you, bro. My headphones, I knocked the cord out.
Oh, gotcha. And I was saying that like this probably would have been a better entry if we waited for a better confirmation down here, because that same pattern right here, it's establishing a high, a lower, a higher low, higher high right here, and then as it started to shift this way, this is where you took that sell, because it established a high, a lower low, a lower high, and then right here would have been the good entry. Like that's where you took your entry. That would have been good if we waited for that here, but unfortunately we ended up there, and it did
So
the
it made a third high, which is odd.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, no, I agree, dude. I mean, it's all good. We can't win them all. It's all good. I'm gonna
We
wait.
can't win them all, but I still do very well.
Yeah, no, same here. That's why I just stick with these scalps. Today just seemed like such a good daily entry, bro. Like when I saw that drop right there, like if I replay this looks like perfect.
It went right to the imbalance. That's why I drew that and sent it to you. That's the imbalance right there, and it tapped it perfectly.
Yeah, because like looking at this here, it hit the high, a strong bearish candle right here, heavy drop. Same situation yesterday, the high, heavy bearish candle right here, same pattern, it's repeating itself. So that's what I was thinking right here. I was like, all right, cool. High, heavy bearish candle. I was thinking the same pattern was going to play out, but it didn't.
Well, that's why I wait. That's why if you see the drawing, I wait for the down move, right, to the imbalance, come back up to test where we came down from, and then we can shoot down again. Today it hit us with the okey doke.
It did. It really did. It went straight up from there. It's all good. I'm gonna keep watching it.
Well, so they do little things like this because, guys who watch price like me, they see those things happening in the market. So they have to switch it up a little bit just to knock you out, basically, right? Because they know we're going to be out, right? We're not going to let the position go down. We're not going to move our stop loss. We're just going to cut our loss and then wait for a better setup. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's why I said, if you're feeling risky, but that's why I said a few minutes ago, if you're feeling risky, now's the time to sell.
Exactly. No, I agree.
And I'm on the 1 minute now, watching.
Yeah. On that 1 minute and see what we see on here, since we don't see much on the higher time frames.
In a little bit, yeah. In a few minutes.
Tons of choppiness right here.
So now I'm waiting. So now we broke market structure on the 1 minute here.
Yeah, I'm on the 1 minute right now.
Right. So look, this is structure. Boom.
I wonder if that would have been a good sell right there.
That's why I said if you're feeling risky, sell. Well, not there. That's why I said when we got up there, when we broke the highs again and we were messing around right there in the 1 minute. That's why I was like, hey, if you're feeling risky, now we can sell. As long as you're using proper risk management, you know, I don't know what everybody does, but I only risk 0.5%.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can eat the losses and continue
Yeah.
to push on.
My,
it's really
my
what it
win,
is.
all my wins are bigger than my losses.
Yeah, of course. Let's see. So this right here would have been. Yeah, there's another scalp right there, actually. Yeah, because this is the way that Patricia scalps. Like she goes on the 1 minute. So this would have been a trade that she would have taken, I think. Well, I don't know actually, because there's trades on both sides. This is why I don't like trading on the 1 minute, because there's trades here for a buy. There's one here. I mean, there's here for a sell, and then there's one for a buy over here. And then there's just a lot of back and forth movement, because there'd be another scalp right here as well.
Also, we never really filled in that imbalance. We just tapped the top edge of it. So it could easily come down to fill that imbalance and mess around again.
I'm off US 30.
Let me show you where it's at. Go to like I think I marked it up on the 5 on the original chart. Maybe.
On US 30, right?
I think it was the 5 minute. All right, so if you use your rectangle tool, and put a box from here to here out to the right, from the top of the wick to the yep. See how we tapped it? We didn't really fill it in.
Yeah.
So that's gonna get filled in easy.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it lines it perfectly with this one too.
So
yeah. Damn, it's still pushing up, dude. Let me see the sentiment.
I think it's gonna mess around. Remember, we still got London close.
Yeah, it's still 75% of people short. It's been bouncing
Well,
around. I saw it go from 75 to 73. So people are getting kicked out of the trade, but bouncing back in.
well, I'm not really gonna put a lot of weight into that because we know everyone's short. And I mean, everyone in the trading world knows they want to go short, right? Because it just keeps bouncing up, keeps going up, 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 right? Everybody wants to short it. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Just looking for some scalps here, man. I'm not even looking for those bigger moves anymore. Just want to catch some scalps if possible. But the market is just not letting us.
just trying to scare you.
Yeah, or warning me to stay out.
Or stay away.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like we haven't had a boring market like this in a while. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily boring, but like there's no, scalp entries and stuff. Let's see. Usually we have at least a pretty decent amount of scalps that are available. Today, though, it's not the story. I wonder if this would have hit right here. No, that would stop loss. I'm curious how far it's going to push. We'll mark up the quarter point right here. 32,250. It's almost there. Let's see. Kaparos hit handback. Was a daily signal wrong? It wasn't wrong, Kaparos. It didn't work out because the market's just been back and forth. So that hit stop loss, unfortunately, but it's all good. I mean, the one on Monday would have hit, but I didn't call that as an official signal. We've only had one official signal this week for the daily entry. Yesterday would have hit TP1 and it would have reversed, and Mondays would have hit full TP. And this one would have been a loss, but it happens. Can't win every trade. Anyways, let me go back to the questions over here. Yeah, so Shawn wants me to take a look at gold. So let me go back to gold real quick. I've been analyzing gold for like the past couple months now, so we can just see how my analysis has been playing out. Go back to gold real quick. So yeah, like I mentioned, gold is just going to bounce around this area before it drops, but I'll analyze it from scratch so that you guys can see my analysis of gold from the beginning. It's the same analysis I do every day. It's just we just adjust the zones and whatnot. So I'm gonna turn on the K2SR indicator. So there's our naked chart. I'm gonna draw my zones for you guys. There, there, right over there.
So if you think we get that 250 touch right around London close,
Who
knows, man?
Yeah, who knows, dude? Like I'm looking at it right now. I had to sneeze. I had to cover my face. It's really close to it, dude. I think it might tap it. I don't know if it's gonna break past it.
I don't know if it'll break past it much, man.
Mm-hmm.
It might tap into it just to scare you again. Exactly. This thing is wild.
And this market's so boring. It's getting me sleepy. I like never yawn this much in the morning. I'm freaking yawning. So yeah, Shawn, just looking at gold over here. I have everything marked up. Go back on the 4-hour, turn off my zones. And I forgot we had a zone up here. I just don't remember where that one came from. I think I went on the lower time frame, the 2-hour. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So we had that zoned area right there. Go back on the 4-hour. But yeah, Shawn, it's the same analysis from last week or yesterday, actually. So basically, we just have a consolidation right here. Looks like, because we do have a bullish momentum here with this signal. I think if we have the rejection off this point, because we do have the rejection right there. If this rejects off here and we get a sell signal, then we could probably take a sell. I think overall, it's going to depend on the stimulus news this week, because if the stimulus gets released on, I don't know, some people said it was going to happen today. Some people said it's going to happen at the end of the week. If when that happens, it's probably going to have a small push in the direction of the US dollar. So it'll probably drop a little bit. But since the US is going to be printing money, it's going to weaken the strength of the US dollar overall. So once that happens, this is probably going to shoot back up from here. But we'll have to wait and see how that plays out, Shawn. Like there's no guarantee this is going to happen, but we got to wait and see when the stimulus gets released, because it it just depends on what it would play off. But we'll see. We don't really know what will happen from there. We'll just see how this.
Man. I'm in the sell from here.
For gold?
Oh, for 30.
Oh, you're back in the sell?
Yeah. That's why I was saying that if you're risky, you can take the trade here. I mean, I'm risking it. I'm risking 0.5%. So I'm up for the day 2%. So
yeah, no, same.
Yeah, I'm risking it, and I'm not gonna watch it because this is boring me right now.
Yeah.
The market is kind of crappy. It sucks, right? Because I'm here on the lives chilling, and the week is odd.
Yeah, the 1 week that you're available, dude.
Right. It's all good, man. Yeah, I'm in the trade. I'm gonna see what happens. It'll come down to that imbalance at some point.
I think so too. I'm gonna hold off until like 10:30 around here. And then once it starts dropping, I think if it drops below this structure again right here, then I'll take that sell and I'll just write it down.
Yeah, I still got London close to go in a half hour, so there might be a spike in price just to get some orders in, people cashing out, etc., getting out of their longs. So we'll see.
Yep, man. This is so freaking boring. I want to find something to trade, but there's nothing for us to look at. Let me see.
My wife's off today and she's poking me, so I think I'm gonna bounce right now.
Oh, you guys got stuff to do today?
No,
Go to the zoo?
no, we don't got nothing to do. Well, I do later, but she wants to play.
Nice, nice. Yeah, dude, definitely.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna head on over here. I think we should do Asian tonight for real. So if anybody has any mentoring sessions close to Asian, cancel them.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm out of here, dude.
Yeah. All right, dude. I'll see you
All right,
later.
man.
I'll check my schedule. I think I should be
Yeah,
free.
let me know, man. I think the rest of the week we might be able to catch something since it's been odd this week so far.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. I'm out.
All
Everybody,
right,
I'm
dude.
out. See ya.
I'll catch you
Yep.
later tonight if I'm on.
Peace.
All right, bro, later. But yeah, guys, so like what David mentioned, you know, the market's really slow today. I mean, it's been slow this whole week for the most part. You know, it's just been bouncing around. So if anything, we're probably going to end this session early today because there's not much for us to look at. Unless you guys have questions, I can answer questions for you. But overall, it's not a safe market to be trading in right now because price keeps going back and forth. I mean, we got a lot of fake outs here for US 30. You know, same situation yesterday. We were anticipating this to repeat what it did Monday and Tuesday. Because for example, here you can see price shot up from open. So this is 630 from open. It pushed up to here. It established a high. And then it dropped, right? Same situation again yesterday. It was 630 here, market open, pushed up to the high, rejection, and then it dropped, right? So that's the same thing that we were looking for here. Like at this point, if I replay it from this area here, we were looking for this right here. We were looking for this to market open here at 630, pushed up to the high. And we were looking for the same pattern, right? We were looking for the rejection, 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 rejection. Strong bearish candle, or even if we turn on the momentum indicator, we have, you know, a push in momentum right there, right? So right here, we have the rejection off the high with the sell signal where it pushes down, and it dropped like, how far did it drop? It dropped like almost 3,000 pips, right? Again, same situation here, rejection, sell signal, and this dropped like over 3,000 pips. So same situation over here. We have the rejection, the sell signal. We were anticipating it to do the same thing, right? Drop from here. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I mean, it doesn't happen, you know, the same pattern usually repeats itself, but this week is a very, very tricky week. So I'm sure the institutional market makers that like, they know what's going on. This is all done on purpose, right? They kind of figured that people would see this pattern and they would try to replicate it again today. Unfortunately, they did the complete opposite. And then they push price all the way back up. So you guys can see from my analysis and from David's analysis, like we trade completely different. Like we trade total opposite, but generally when our analysis lines up, it usually hits. Our analysis lined up today, unfortunately didn't hit, but it happens, you know. If you guys have been sitting in on the other sessions, you've seen that whenever our analysis lines up, it usually hits like almost every time. And that's why I took that trade and I decided to call that signal. But unfortunately, you know, it did the complete opposite. So we're still waiting for that. I think it's going to drop around 10, like in the next hour and a half around this area, it'll start dropping. But until then, it's probably just going to go sideways. And I personally don't think the market's safe right now to trade. So I wouldn't necessarily take any risky trades or any trades that you're not for sure about. Even for the scalps, you know, the scalps this morning, some of them hit, some of them didn't. Like this scalp here for US 30, if you took the opening scalp, this would have hit right here. And some of you guys did take that because we do have the profits from you guys who shared them earlier. It's just, let's see. Let's see. Kevin said a big bull will probably sell off at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's going to be around our same time too. Yeah. And Kevin said, you know, not disregarding your trade, just see where you're looking. So same thing here with, you know, what we're looking for. He's in a buy right now. So we're waiting for this to push over to this end. But yeah, it's all good, Kevin. You have like your same analysis as mine. It was like the same analysis that you called for buy. Like you were so strung out on that buy the other week, right? And then it did the complete opposite. because we took a sell. So, I mean, it can play out either way. But like I mentioned, you know, once it reaches like 10 over here, this can, I mean, it can taper off this area slowly. And then once it reaches like 10, 10:30, it can easily just dump from here. But who knows? I mean, we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. I don't, you know, I don't know how far it's going to push up. Let's see where your entry was. Your entry was around, this is what I don't like about MC4. It doesn't show like your entry point here. So I don't know where your entry was. It looks like it's about 32170. 32170. Oh, but the pricing is different. Pricing is like way different from here and off your MT4. So it's a little different, but it happens. It's all good though. So let's see this over here. So G over here said that. I don't think that would have been. Let's see if you guys answer that right there. Okay, cool. All right. Marcus said that 1.8. It's a time from, yeah. So he's trading out that 1.8 right now. So right now, guys, we're still waiting for this to switch up. I think it's gonna drop, but it's just gonna take some time. It's only 8:40 right now, so probably by like 10 it'll drop. I'm gonna look for some other entries here that are possibly available, but it doesn't look like the indices market is safe at all today. I guess if you're trading the China 50, you guys could have caught some trades here, but you can see that there's this is actually really risky too, because look at all these wicks. Like this whole area right here is a messy area to trade in. Looks like it would just bounce back and forth. So I'm not sure if you traded that, William, but I know you were trading the China 50 and you made some profit off it. Like the entire market, even the Spain 50 right here, huge wicks back and forth. There's entries to both sides. I wouldn't trade those. The French 40. Yeah, the French 40 over here doesn't look like there's any entries off this point. This red one wouldn't have been an entry either. Actually, this one right here could have been one. Or no, it didn't touch the pivot. Nothing off that. The DAX, I know you guys like to trade the DAX here. Zoom out from this point. Yeah, even the DAX is super choppy. Look at these wicks here. When it starts to wick around a lot between the pivots, that's where you can see that there's a lot of indecisiveness, because it's not, if it's pushing above it, that's cool because it's pushing above, right? But when it's pushing in between the pivots, it's not necessarily any good. So let me just draw the zone here. I'm going to see if there's anything that was available over here. So yeah, look at the DAX here. The most recent entry would have been this green candle right here. So if you took that trade right there, that would have hit. And that's us using the snipe strategy. We just want that wick rejection off the pivot and the structure. Right here, it wicks off the green pivot and the structure. So with that said, if you were to enter a long position right here, that would have hit your TP. Other than that, there's no other entries that were available around this entire area over here. And this is why I stay on the 10-minute, guys, because a lot of people want to go on the 1 minute and scalp on that lower time frame. If you scalp on the 1 minute, you're probably going to run into a lot of noise, like this area here. There's probably some zones here for some entries, but if you drew those zones there, you might have gone, caught up in some bad trades. So looking at the Nisei over here, let's see. Yeah, this is super choppy too. Just keeps bouncing back and forth within these zones. So I wouldn't have traded those. UK 100 is super choppy within this area. Wouldn't trade that either. The S&P. See if there's a zone over here for the S&P. See, the zones are fine. Yeah, S&P not really much there either. And the reason for that's because there's no entry points from these sides. So yeah, guys, overall, there's just not really much for us to look at today. This entire week has just been wacky, guys. It's just overall wacky week so far. And it's fine. Like stuff like this happens, and when this happens, it's all good. That's why we manage risk properly. If you guys are managing your risk, these slow days shouldn't really bother you too much, because we're going to bounce back either tomorrow or the week after. Because we did have some very good weeks for the past 3-4 months. So I'm just taking it easy. Like I don't want to risk taking any damage to my account before, yeah, I don't risk any damage to my account just to like force these trades. Cause I know a lot of you guys, I'm sure you guys have run into that situation where you guys start to force trades because you guys get bored and then you end up really hurting your account long term. So my word of advice, guys, if there's no trades or if the market's just moving a little crazy, I would just hold off. Let's wait for the market to pick back up. Yeah, Sisuk mentioned that it's dropping like David said it would. Yeah, that's what I was looking at as well. Yeah, Marcus said it's not, they're out for us. Yeah, exactly, Marcus, because Marcus was on fire. Like Marcus had a pretty good day yesterday trading. And then today it's just started moving a little weird. So yeah, US 30 looks like it's going to start. Yeah. So it's now it's setting up for that pattern that we mentioned, right? So we had that pattern over here. Now the pattern is starting from up here. So if this rejects off it and it provides a sell signal, then I'll probably enter a sell for that right there. Because then now that pattern is actually playing out over here. So if I take these off right here, it's the same pattern that we were marking up, right? So right here, we have that pattern, rejection off the all-time high, drop, rejection off the all-time high. This is a different all-time high, it's a higher one. So all-time high here, higher all-time high here, drop. Same with over here. It's established a new all-time high right here. So it's probably going to drop. But let's check out the sentiment. Sentiment is still high. It's still 75%. 77. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, I don't think it's going to drop yet. Because look how many people are short right now. They're not going to just drop price and let everybody have a free payday, right? That just wouldn't make any sense for it to drop from here and then just let all of these people win. There's so many people short. They need to kick these people out of the market first. So I wouldn't enter a short yet, guys. I'd wait a little longer. I think what's going to happen here is this is a fake out. They're trying to trap more sellers. So they're letting price come down slightly and it's going to spike all the way back up. Because there's a lot of sellers right now. And you don't want to trade where everyone else is trading, right? You want to make sure that you're away from the majority of people because they're probably going to get burnt out of this trade. So I would sit tight. If you guys don't need to trade this week, or if you guys need to trade today, I would just not trade at all today. I would just hold off and just relax and then start trading when the market picks up again. Because if you guys trade during these markets, I can almost guarantee you guys are going to run into some bad trades because of how it's moving. You know, like you guys can see here, people in K2 are profiting, but like I'm not taking these trades with them, right? Like these are just trades that they're taking, and it's possible to profit. Like, don't get me wrong, it's possible to profit, but you're gonna run into some risks. Like it's not like nobody's profiting K2, right? Like there's still a lot of people here profiting. It's just not as many people. Because like for example, here we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like about 15 people, right? Compared to like last week where there's like 20 people winning, like from here, March 4th, right? We've got, let's see, we got Marcus, we got 1, Joseph, we got Stevens, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So just from March 4th, we have like 30 people winning, like back to back straight profits, right? Compared to today, there's still people winning. There's like 9 people winning today, but it's not the 40 people from like last week. So if you guys aren't winning today, don't feel discouraged. You're not the only one. Like even myself, I'm not winning today, and I'm not really taking many trades. Like I'm really managing my risk properly, so I don't like get stuck in any of these traps. Like I mentioned here for US 30, right? See how it's pushing back up? I wouldn't enter the sell yet for US 30 because the sentiment is so high right now. 77% of people are short US 30 right now. So they're not just going to let price drop and let all these people win, right? So I would hold off and, you know, like what people say, just sit on your hands, sit on your hands and just wait for something to appear because there's nothing that's available right now. So I think that's it for now, guys. I don't have any questions here. And, I personally don't want to stay on the charts and force some trades here, because I know if I keep looking at these charts, I'm probably going to want to hop into these trades. Like for here, I would probably want to hop into the sell, even though it's a horrible sell. So yeah, see, so, just looking at it now, it's swinging all the way back up. It's just too risky for us to take these trades here. So, all right, guys, let me check the chat. I don't think there's any other questions. So if there's no other questions, I'm probably gonna log off for now. I still got to go through all the emails anyways. I have like, okay. I have 240 emails to review today. So guys, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, you guys can message me on Telegram. I'll still be here. I'm just gonna be doing some behind the scenes work here for K2 while we wait for the market to pick up. But I think definitely tonight, if the market picks up, I'll probably hop on for the live session, and we will trade during Asia session. So today I have a couple of sessions today. I have a session with Joey. So I'll probably be trading live today at 4 with Joey, Kyle, and Billy. So we'll probably be live at 4, just trading, hanging out. And then I have a mentoring session tonight at 7 with Jasmine. So I'll probably bring David into that session with Joey. So we'll probably just hang out, trade, talk about trading, see if we see any trades during Asia session. But until then, I'm probably going to sit tight. So I don't know if David is still watching the chart, but it did hit that quarter point right here. So this is what I mentioned here, right? Like I would hop and chase this buy here, but I don't really want to speculate because see, there's 77% of people that are still short, 76. So you see how it went from 77 to 76? It's because people are getting stopped out because they have their stop losses around this area right here. Because what happened was they marked up this as the high, and everyone has their stop losses in this area right here. So let me just show you an example of what we're looking for here. I'm going to mark this up right here. And I'm just going to mark up where I think people's stop losses are. So let me just mark this right here. Like I've done with you guys, before. So I think there's going to be a high area of stop losses in that area. And then another one right there. And then another one right there. And then another one shit, my bad. Fix that. Right there. All right. So these are like the levels of stop losses that I have here, and it's going to be like areas of liquidity. So when price reaches this point over here, it'll probably keep pushing up a little higher because this is where like the stop loss hunts will happen. But this is a big move. It's still like 500 pips away, or yeah, about 400 pips away. So from this point over here, I'll just keep this marked up, and we'll check on this later. But yeah, for the most part, right here, it hit the quarter point. If it breaks above here and closes, it's probably gonna push up to the next area over here, where it might stop people out. So just follow along, guys, and then we will we'll just keep watching, because like I mentioned, the market's just choppy today, so it's not really a time for us to really want to take any specific trades. And for example here, even if we were looking for some scalps, there are no scalps that are available here anyways. The zone's down here, so it hasn't touched any entries. The only entry would have been this red one, but it would have been a loss, which we didn't take. So I think that's it for now, guys. So I'm going to log off for now. I'll be back at 4 p.m. for some live trading with Billy, Joey, Kyle, and probably David. So let's see, 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in about 7 hours. In 7 hours, we're going to take a break during New York session, and I'm going to come back in 7 hours for Asia session, and I'll be trading live at about 4 p.m. So if you guys want to sit in on that, I'm not going to send the link out for that. So just make sure that you guys like this stream. You guys follow the YouTube channel, and you guys turn on notifications so that YouTube will send you an email and notification when I go live later for the live trading at 4 p.m. But I think for now during Asia session, you guys should probably just chill out. Don't take any unnecessary risks unless you guys are like 100% positive that the trade's going to go in your direction, because odds are you're probably going to get burnt if you try to risk some trades during this time. So until then, guys, I'm gonna log off for a bit, do some background work here for K2, and then I will follow up with you guys in about a few hours once I go live for the Asia session. So